somebody?
Fine Tip Creative Studio.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fine Tip Creative Studio. We love creativity and collectibles.
And in today's video, we got the whole ET Funko Pop set. We got this 3-pack of ET and all his different costumes.
And then also we have Elliot. This is where he's in his pajamas. We have Gertie dressed up as a cowgirl. ET and Elliot ride their bike. This is the Target exclusive ET with glowing heart.
And then we got the Pop Moment, which shows Elliot and ET flying across the moon. This is a glow-in-the-dark piece. We recently watched it because you hadn't seen it. ET is such a cool looking character. Let's go ahead and jump into these pops. So we're gonna start with Elliot from the beginning of the movie where he's got his flashlight and he's out looking for ET. So here's Elliot. The pop looks pretty good. Nice level of details in the outfit. You see his pajamas with his coat, flashlight. He's got his thermal socks on. You remember this scene from the movie?
I think this is the scene where he's like out waiting for ET. He finds ET and then he like leads him back into the house into his room with the Reese's Pieces.
So looking at the pop, you can see he's got his red puffer jacket on, thermal bottoms and the tops under there, which have a really good level of detail. You can see all the texture in that thermal outfit. The jacket looks pretty good all around, decent sculpt on there, and then you got nice separation in the fingers. He's holding his red flashlight. It's a cool pop. It's not my favorite. I mostly wanted this set because of all the ET pops, which look really cool.
These are kind of like a plus.
Right, but it's nice to have the whole set. Elliot's a big part of the movie. What are we doing next?
Next up is Gertie. This is Gertie from the scene where she's playing dress up with ET. As you can see, she's dressed up as a cowgirl.
And don't tell anybody. Nobody. Be good. Be good.
Elliot.
I taught him how to talk now. He can talk now.
I like how in this scene, it's kind of funny how Elliot walks in all of them and like he's like saying ET like stay here, right? And then Elliot comes in, he's like, oh my gosh, like so like
he's all shocked.
Yeah, like all shocked and like
we'll do that pop next.
Yeah.
The sculpt is pretty minimal, but you do have nice details in the boots, the red and black paint job with the tassels hanging, decent level of sculpt on the hair, and really cool how they added that cowboy hat on the back. A nice little touch. You can't see it very easily, but if you lay the pop down, you got that cowboy hat on the back. And this moves us into our next piece, which is the same scene where she's playing dress up and she's got ET dressed up in disguise as like an old lady. So we're moving into the 3-pack of the ETs. We got this at Walmart, but you can also buy these individually. We'll be sure to add links to all these in our video description. This next pack is gonna have ET in disguise,
ET in robe,
and ET with flowers.
Speaking of like ET in disguise, another thing I remember when they're like walking down the street and then they see Yoda and ET is like walking over to Yoda like ET, ET.
That is a really funny scene. So here we got ET in disguise. This pop is loaded with details. For being a singular pop, you've got the hat, which has nice details with that flower. You've got the hair, which looks pretty good. The same ET sculpt from all of them in the head. And then the body's got all kinds of details. You can see there's like a fur animal draped over the shoulder. You got some pearls. You got a nice dress underneath.
I like how it has a floral pattern from the movie.
Yeah, it's got a floral pattern in the dress. You've got this burgundy fabric that's underneath the fur. You got a purse. ET's even got bracelets and rings on. And then if you move it around to the back, you got really nice details on the fur. You can see the 2 legs and the tail, as well as that shawl that also hangs down. Really cool scene from the movie where Gertie is playing dress up with ET. Let's check out that scene.
Oh, God!
Elliot. ET.
Be good. I taught him that too. You should give him his dignity. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Very cool scene from the movie. I love that they got him dressed up as this old lady. But there's another scene in the movie where there's a pot with flowers and ET, I think, recognizes that they're dying and he kind of brings them back to life. And so that's what we see in this next pop, which is ET with flowers. It's the same ET sculpt. He's holding the flowers. He's got his finger lighting up, which he uses to like heal stuff. And then nice details in the flowers. You got 2 yellow, 1 pink. You got some other smaller flowers hanging off the pot. You got wrinkles all over his body. You can see he just has these little fat rolls on his shoulder, coming down his arm, his forearm. His belly's got a couple rolls, and if you look on the back, he's got this fun little droopy butt with all these little rolls that go all the way down his legs, onto his toes. Not super detailed, but fun little pop of ET.
Yeah. Next up is probably my favorite ET in this 3 set, which is ET with phone.
By shitting himself 2 times.
Phone.
Yes, what a perfect day.
Phone.
Phone.
No, not like an airplane.
Phone.
Rocket ship.
You want to call somebody?
The reason why I love this scene so much is because the scene that follows after it. For people who don't remember the scene, this is the scene where ET is like at home and he's like in the living room, he's like watching TV, messing with the phone, trying to create a way to signal home, and then he starts drinking beer. And since him and Elliot have this like weird connection, they're both drunk. And then Elliot's in school and they're like dissecting frogs and everything goes crazy. Ends up like kissing the girl and the mom gets called in and they're like, he's acting intoxicated.
Similarities. Human. First of all, of course, the heart, and which you will see beating.
This might be my favorite one. He's got the robe on. The robe's got really nice details in the paint. I love how it kind of droops along the back and drags on the floor.
Yeah.
Decent level of sculpt in the phone and the phone cord. It's got all the little coils. I love the paint on the robe. I like the sculpt. You got details in the collar. You got some nice folds in the fabric along the arms. Yeah, it would have been funny to see him holding a beer.
Yeah.
Because it is crazy how he gets drunk in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's just guzzling the beer. And Elliot's drooping down. The next one we can pull out will be the bike one.
Yeah. Here's ET and Elliot on bike. This is a really cool Funko Pop. I like how, just looking at it, how happy and small ET looks in this little Funko.
Yeah, so this is the scene in the movie where he's got him wrapped up in a little crate on his bike. I think they're running from the cops. Nice looking pop. You got ET with his kind of sheet wrapped around him, looking like a little nun, stuffed in this little crate on the front of the bike.
Yeah.
The bike has got some pretty good details. You got nubs in the tires, which look good. The bike has a decent paint job where you got a gradient of red to white. Nice details in the handlebars. You can see he's got the little brake lever there.
I really like, especially in this Funko Pop, like all the details in the fabric, especially around the hoodie here on ET, and like even the nitty gritty details, like the texture on this little crate here, on the tires, like you said, the gradient on the bike. This overall is probably the most detailed Funko Pop in the set.
It is glued to the base, which is nice. That way you don't have to worry about it kind of falling off. Very cool, which leads us into the diorama version of this, which is
Elliot and ET.
But this is a Pop Moment, which, as you can see, it's got the whole moon in the background. Let's go ahead and get this one out. So here it is, the Pop Moment, which got the same Funko Pop, right?
Yeah.
It's got Elliot with ET. The sculpt is identical.
Oh yeah.
But it is cool to see this as a diorama because it's such an iconic scene from the movie where he's flying through the sky and you got the moon shining behind him. I like how they got a little rod holding him in place. It looks like the actual head is glued in there. Nice level of details in the trees. I like how they're all sculpted. Nice details in the base there. Everything's got a slight sheen to it. And then you got this nice moon in the background with all this detailed in the sculpt. So it says it's a glow in the dark. Let's go ahead and cut the lights and see how it glows. The glowing feature on this is terrible. You don't see much of a glow at all. It would be cool if there was a really bright glow.
Yeah.
But it's very, very minimal. You can barely tell it's glowing. And we charged it.
Yeah. Honestly, all Funko Glow in the Dark, I mean, it's like, it's a really low percentage for it to be actually good.
So the glow on this is not good at all.
Yeah, no.
It's too bad because we've seen some things that glow in the dark that look really cool.
Yeah.
Still worth the money.
Yeah.
I love the diorama aspect of it. Very cool how he's floating across the sky with the moon behind him. I would totally pay the difference for this one versus this one because it is the same pop.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get him on the bike, you might as well get that iconic scene where he's flying across the sky. And then the last one in the set is also glow in the dark, which is the Target exclusive, and that is ET with the glowing heart. That's from the last scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Where he's saying his goodbye, and ET's got his heart glowing with his little fingertip glowing.
Here's ET with glowing heart. So hopefully this one can live up to its name of it glowing. But after this one, I'm kind of like not expecting much.
You got ET, similar pose as the other ones, and you can see he's pointing towards his heart, which is that scene at the end of the movie where he's saying his goodbye to Elliot, and then he's got his finger pointing forward where it's lighting up. It should light up in the chest and the finger. Let's go ahead and turn the light off and see how that looks. So with the lights off, as you can see, it does glow in the dark, but not very much. It's very, very subtle. You got a little glow in the center of his chest, and then a little bit of glow on his fingertip. Come on, Funko, step it up. Give us some better glow in the dark, especially if you're gonna put a big glow in the dark sticker on the box. With ET on the moon, this should have been outstanding glow in the dark.
At this point, it looks like ET with a really bad rash.
On his chest.
Yeah, he's like...
So there's one other one in the set, which was an exclusive, which shows ET holding a bag of Reese's Pieces, which looks pretty cool. We didn't pick that one up. I think the set works really well, the way you got the bike, you got Elliot and Gertie, especially all these ETs in costume.
I think that my favorite in this whole entire like set is probably that one right there, mainly because of the scene, and because I would say that maybe these would be the coolest like design wise, but I mean the light up features will really let me down.
Obviously this is the best in the set because it's like a pop moment, right?
Yeah.
Because the whole diorama. But if I had to pick a favorite from the regular set, it's probably gonna be between ET in Disguise or ET in Robe. As much as I like the Disguise one, it's a little disturbing because it kind of does look like an old lady.
Yeah.
But the ET in the Robe takes the prize from me. Let us know which one's your favorite down in the comment section below. And if you want to add any of these Funko Pops to your collection, as always, check for links in our description. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Fine Tip Creative Studio.